In today's video, we will be making Shaq an absolute threat from outside the paint. Free throw, three-pointer, fadeaway, you name it, he has it. I hope you enjoy the video. Okay, so I'm in a little of a dilemma. I don't know if we should keep Shaq on the same timeline, so he starts in Orlando, LA, and whatnot, or if we should just kind of whatever happens, and we just give him the best jump shot ever. I think what we'll do is we'll kind of decide with if Orlando has a high pick or not. If they have a high pick, then they draft them. Then we'll follow the timeline of Shaq's real career. If not, he'll just kind of do what the hell he wants. He'll get drafted by a team, and if he wants to leave, he could leave afterwards. Okay, end of the first season before Shaq joins. Ewing MVP, Larry Johnson Rookie of the Year. I don't want to butcher his name, but Detlef Schrempf, 6th Man of the Year. David Robinson DPOY, Doug Rez MIP, Jerry Salone Coach of the Year 63-19 with the Jazz, and Leo Longley Executive of the Year with the Jazz. All right, historical changes. We have rule change, shot clock only resets when ball hits the rim, and team brandings from these teams over here. Draft lottery. This is the moment of truth here. Orlando Magic are projected to go first, and they fall down to the 4th pick. So Shaq might be going to the Timberwolves or Dallas or Houston. Who knows? Honestly, if Shaq doesn't go 1 or 2, then I think that's just a missed opportunity on these teams. That's what we're gonna end up doing. Whatever team drafts Shaq, we're just gonna kind of follow them until he moves on to the next team. He's gonna go to the Minnesota Timberwolves, 1st overall pick. Okay, we're gonna follow the Timberwolves until he just doesn't go with them anymore, and then Morning goes to the Dallas Mavericks. Okay, so rookie Shaq before the overall boost with the shooting, he is an 83 overall. You guys can see F midi, F 3-pointer, and that's about to change real quick. 12 badges too, it's gonna change. And just to clarify anything, tendencies will be boosted up a lot, like damn near maxed out. So it's gonna be one of his most preferred shots. So if he's not taking them, then I don't know what we could do. Tendencies are being changed. He shot mid-range 0. We're gonna bump that up to damn near 80, 90. Okay, and with all that being done, oh my god, he's a 99 already. He is a 99 overall already. I mean, yeah, what's there not in his game that he can do just other than dribble the ball right now? Dribble the ball, and I guess his playmaking counts as dribbling the ball. So that's just, well, okay. Yeah, we give him max shooting, 2-way, 3-level scorer. He's gonna be such a threat in his first year already. It's gonna be insane. So actually, we'll do the first game here, Golden State. Similar like this game here. It's a dub, 105 to 103. Shaq, 22-8. He already shot 2 3-pointers, or 3 3-pointers, and made 2 of them, which is a good sign. 4 for 5 from the free throw. 6 blocks too. Wow. So you're telling me a center that could just dunk on you, get 6 blocks, is also shooting 3 3-pointers and making 2 of them? No more hack a Shaq. Instead, it's damn Shaq. I don't know what I'm saying. Game 2 Shaq, 1 of 3 for the 3-pointer, 2 of 2 from the free throw, 19 and 9. He's not really taking that many threes, which I don't agree with. He's taking 0 for 1. The other game, it was 2 3-pointers again he's taking. 1 for 4, 5 for 5 from the free throw. Okay, there we go. 0 for 3, 10 for 10 from the free throw. I mean, he's gonna get fouled a lot to free throw line, right? And he's gonna make a lot of them. He has a maxed out free throw. So hopefully with time, or these are per 36, but with time, he should, I guess, start taking more threes. I don't know how the hell these works. We max out his tendencies. So just hopefully with time, he just, I don't know, my player kind of just develops to adapt and know that he could just shoot the 3-pointer or just the midi in general really good. Okay, so after Shaq Curry's first season, Michael Jordan is the MVP. Shaq Curry is the Rookie of the Year, 25.5 points, 9 rebounds, 1.1 assists, almost 1 steal, 2.3 block, 57.5 from the field, 97.8 from the free throw, and 40.5% from the 3-pointer. We got to take a look at his technically career high from the 3-pointer, or 3-pointer attempts. His career attempted 3-pointers in 6, and 3-pointers made is 3. Damn, that's not okay. Again, hopefully he just progresses to kind of want to shoot more, because I don't know what to tell you. He doesn't make any All-NBA teams, all defensive teams. He does not make it either. And then all rookie first, obviously, because he's the Rookie of the Year. The Magic do not make the playoffs. They finished with the worst record, actually, 19-63 in the whole NBA, which I mean could be good because they could have a really good draft pick and draft someone nice. I mean, just looking at the draft class here, you got Chris Webber, Penny Hardaway can team up with them, so that'd be pretty funny and pretty cool. And I do want to take a look at a team stats and 3-point percentage, just for the why not? 3-point percentage, the Magic, or not the Magic, the Timberwolves. I need to remember he's on the Timberwolves. Timberwolves were about middle of the pack. Okay, oh my god, he's on the Timberwolves. I checked the record of the Magic. So NBA standings, the Minnesota Timberwolves, they were 19th. Okay, 36-46. Guys, I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna be doing this a bunch, either with Orlando or LA. I don't know which one it is gonna be, but I'm gonna be making that mistake so many times. We have Bulls Lakers in the finals, similar to the round. We have the Bulls winning in 6. Michael Jordan snags another championship. Congratulations. Late retirements, Jared Antetokounmpo. What team did he play for? Boston College legend. Thank you very much. Historical changes, we got changed. Okay, just team brandings. We don't really care about that. Draft lottery, Timberwolves. They have the 9th pick, so hopefully they could draft someone pretty nice to pair alongside Shaq. That'd be pretty cool. NBA draft, they get Allen Houston, shooting guard, 75 overall. That could be pretty good. Just someone that could feed, honestly, just feed Shaq Curry on the whatever, the paint or outside, doesn't matter. All right, second year, Shaq already had a very good first season. Obviously, the team isn't good. Obviously, you guys can see there's not 180 overall other than Shaq, but he's a 99. So hopefully with the draft picks, they can keep drafting well. Allen Houston's 22. Maybe he could progress with Shaq and do something that can make something happen. Shaq is making $174 million in 1 year. Yeah, so obviously cap is off just for the haha and the why not, just to make it fun. He's making $230 million in 1 year. In 1995, team option. Wow. He made an all-star. Wow. Okay, wait. So this is the rare case of making an all-star and just not being on an all NBA team. Okay, that's pretty interesting. Anyways, yeah. Hopefully in the first 2 games here, we get to see a little more progression in attempts. Game 1 here, 1 for 1 from the 3-pointer. Game 2, 2 for 3. I mean, like, he's making threes. He's shooting really good. He's just not taking as many as I want. Like, for him to be taking only, what, 6 out of the 82 games being the most? I don't know. So what I think we'll do, we'll go to the trade deadline, and if he hasn't attempted at least, like, 8 or more, then we'll lower the tendencies of other attributes. So, like, driving to the lane, going for layups and whatnot, because I think it might be conflicting with his ability to shoot the ball. I'm voice cracking again. I've been talking nonstop for about maybe 10 minutes, and, like, the voice cracks are already kicking in. Trade deadline, Timberwolves are 18 and 25. Shaq, you better have attempted a little more, man, please. So game high 6, or no, 5 now. It's the season. Career high is 6, and it's 5 for the season. 3-pointers made for the season 4, so we shot 4 for 5 one game, or 4 for 4, who knows. So I think what we'll do, we'll test it out. We'll lower the tendencies of other attributes and then kind of see if he's attempting more, because I think that honestly might be stopping him from shooting a little more, which we don't. The whole premise of this video isn't to take away the dominance of the paint. It's to show that he can also shoot the ball. So if he just starts to average maybe 12 points because of this, we're just going to boost this right back up. But if he's still going to be dominant in the paint, then we'll keep it at this, because the whole premise of this video is that he's as dominant as we known he's been with a shot, like an insane shot. Yeah, like post aggression, back down 75, we'll lower to like 50 something, shoot from post. That could actually be pretty good. So we'll keep that a little bit just because post fades and whatnot. Again, the voice crack keep coming in. I don't know why. Okay, so that's fixed. Keep changes. We'll simulate the first game and kind of just see where everything goes. They take the L. 22-9, 0 3-pointers. It just got worse. He shot 4 for 4 from the free throw though. Second game, they catch the dub and he shoots 1. 5 for 5 from the free throw though. So he's shooting less. I don't get it. How is he shooting less? Here he shot 0. He just shot 0. How do tendencies work in this game? Because it's honestly starting to confuse me. And then this game here, he shot. Where is he? Timberwolves, Shaq. 1 for 3. So I guess it just doesn't matter. I don't know. This is really weird. I really don't know why he's not shooting it. Like, badges are maxed out, tendencies are maxed out. Like, look at this. We got outside scoring, just legend on everything. So this is just weird. We'll just hire his tendencies back up so we don't mess up his whole career. Yeah, I don't think there's hope. If maybe by like year 8 or 9, if he's not attempting at least an average of 7 to 8 3-pointers a game. I mean, also, like, this time and age, people were they weren't really shooting the ball. Like, scores are low. Like, I'm surprised there's a 113-133 Nets game over there, but I guess we'll see. We'll see with time as the league progresses and gets more into shooting and all that. If he doesn't take more, then we'll try finding some other ways to kind of fix it, because right now, let's be honest, 4 3-pointers on average taken with the best shooter arguably of all time that could be is not really a good look. Anyways, Clyde Drexler MVP, Vin Baker Rookie of the Year, Robert Horry 6th Man of the Year, David Robinson DPOI, Robert Horry MIP, Evan Martin Coach of the Year 67-15 with the Celtics, and Gabriel Thomas Executive of the Year 62-20 with the Bulls. Shaquille All NBA 3rd, and he averaged, actually, yeah, let's take a look at this. 3-pointers attempted 5, so he didn't take more than 5 in a season, but he's averaging 24-10, so his first double-double, 1.5 assists, 1.1 steals, 2.6 blocks, 57 from the field, 35.5 from the 3-pointers. Actually shot worse, and then 99 from the free throws, so he missed like very low free throws. Yeah, he only missed 4 free throws the entire season, which he's for sure missed more free throws in a game than he did his entire career in this timeline here. And then all defensive, nothing for Shaquille O'Neal. The Timberwolves do not make the playoffs once again. They finished the season with a 35-47 record, so I guess that was pretty close. We'll check the West Conference now, 10th seed. So they were about, honestly, not that far behind, about 5 games away from just making the 8th seed, which is plausible. And then lastly, just because why not the haha of it, 3-pointer. Okay, yeah, so you see here, 3-pointers made, 3-pointers attempted. It's only at 9.3 because like the shooting error wasn't that good. The Timberwolves are 4th, and if Shaq's attempting about like 4 per game, he's taking half the team's free throw or 3-pointer. And the percentage, they weren't that good, which is not a good indication of Shaq's 3-point ability. It's more of like the team, 31%. So, okay, it's a little reassuring to know that maybe a few years down the line, the teams will start to shoot more, hence meaning Shaq will start to shoot more too. And we have the Bulls Warriors in the finals, simulate the round, and we get the Bulls sweeping MJ again, just repeated. I don't even know if he's like, what is his track record right now? Okay, yeah, he three-peated. Okay, cool. Well, this is not a MJ simulation though. Historical changes, newspapers getting replaced. Okay, rule changes. The worst team will have improved odds of obtaining a top 3 pick. Teams with the same record will share the same odds of obtaining a top 3 pick, and players will be awarded 3 free throws when fouled on a 3-point attempt. And then just team brandings for the Cavs and Kings. Okay, draft lottery. The Wolves have the odds to get the 10th pick. Hopefully they climb up. No, they remain with the 10th pick. All right, cool. That's just amazing. And with the 10th pick, Aaron McKee, 72 overall point guard. Not gonna lie, they probably should have traded it. And probably got something better. So they were about to decline Shaq's. You know what? We're not even going to accept it because they have it declined. So if Shaq wants to resign, he wants to resign. If not, he's going to be a UFA and he could go wherever the hell he wants. So Timberwolves, I'm sorry, you fumbled the bag here. You guys fumbled the bag. Okay, he has 16 offers. We'll simulate like 1 or 2 days here. Okay, or just practically the entire thing. Shaq is no longer a free agent. I'm kind of curious to see where he went because that is a new team we'll be following. He did not resign with the Timberwolves. That is, he went to Portland Trailblazers with Clyde Drexler, Sean Kemp, Tim Hardaway, Harry Porter, Kevin Duckworth. Whoa, super team alert. A literal super team alert right here. Oh man, wow. Hold on, wait, look at this real quick. Skill graphs, everything's maxed out. His 3-pointer support maxed out than his dunks. That is ridiculous. We're taking control of the Blazers. We're gonna simulate the rest of the free agency. Hopefully they get other people. I mean, they don't lean anyone actually, so hopefully Shaq doesn't stay here for too long because honestly it'd be kind of boring to just watch this team dominate because this team is a literal super team. And hold on a minute, whoa, he signed a 2-year 16 mil when his rookie year he was making 200 million. What is happening? Why did this happen? Also, in case you guys wanted to check, yeah, I did turn off all this here. So like every user controlled team is just they're just controlling their own whatever choices they want to make. It's the actual CPU that controls it and not us. We're just viewing Shaq's career as a whole, you know. Okay, so kind of want to take a look at this team starting lineup. They got Tim Hardaway, Clyde Drexler, Chris Morris, Sean Kemp, Shaq, Terry Porter, Kevin Duckworth. Huge improvement from the Timberwolves, obviously, and we actually played them November 2nd, so we'll just simulate to there real quick. We're 4-0, complete blowouts for most of the part, 3 for 4 from the 3-pointer, 11 for 11 from the free throw. I wonder how many points Shaq in real life, this is real life Shaq here, real life Shaq would have if he shot maybe like 80% from the free throw, because what is he, like a 20-30% free throw shooter? I wonder where he'd be on the all-time scoring list if he shot 80%, that's like what, damn near 2.4 times more free throws made than not. Yeah, but even here, man, he's not attempting that many. He's still attempting like 3 to 4 max per game. Yeah, 3, 4, 4. Okay, so again, hopefully with time, as the league progresses, maybe in like the year 2000s, they'll start shooting more. This is just a very much so league paint dominant, you know. Hey, trade deadline, this team's kind of overpowered, 35-7. I would argue the best team, or say the Chicago Bulls, 39-5. Yeah, Pippen, MJ, obviously this team's gonna be pretty good. Shaquille O'Neal, despite the team being so stacked, is he averaging a dub? Yeah, 22.6, 8.8 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 2.5 blocks, 46 from the 3-pointer. This efficiency is ridiculous. He's attempted 102, so honestly, he could pretty much double his 3-pointers attempted to last season. I could see him breaking almost 200 something. I see it happening for sure. If he can shoot like 400 3-pointers in one season, I would consider this a dub, a very much so W. My oh my, Scottie Pippen is the MVP over MJ. How did this happen? I couldn't tell you. Glenn Robinson, rookie of the year with the Pistons. Calvert Chiney wins. If this is a real player, I'm so sorry, but 6th man of the year. David Robinson with the Celtics, DPOY, and Allen Houston MIP with the Timberwolves. Otis Newman, coach of the year, 72-12. Gabriel Thomas, executive of the year, the Wolves, 72-12. Shaquille O'Neal, no first, no second, no third, no defensive first, and no defensive second. I feel like just because the team is so stacked. I mean, Clyde Drexler made All-NBA third, and yeah, it's literally just because the team is so stacked. Clyde averaged, wow, okay, wait, I would definitely give Shaq All-NBA third over Clyde, but Clyde's a guard, so we can't do that. All right, Blazers finished number 1 out west versus the Denver Nuggets in the first round. Shaq's first playoff appearance, and it's going to be versus Mutombo, Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf, Charles Smith, Winston Garland, Marcus Liberty. So the team isn't that good. Mutombo maybe could give him issues. Nah, who are we kidding here? Let's be honest. honest, Shaq is going to dominate. They finished 71-11. Wow, 1 win away from having the tied record in the out of the whole league and the whole NBA. So to end the season off, Shaq averaged 21.6, 9 rebounds, 1.3 assists, 44, almost 45 from the three-pointer. And how many three-pointers did he attempt? 193. So every season he's taking more and more and more and making, maybe not more and more and more, but he's attempting more, which is definitely a sign in the right direction here. We like to see that. Yep. That's very good. Okay, so we'll just simulate the round, and I'm guessing they're going to win the championship, going versus Phoenix in the next round. Simulate that. They advance to the conference finals versus the Lakers, which they're going to win in 5 versus the Boston Celtics. The Bulls losing 7. Simulate the round. They sweep. Shaq is your finals MVP, 18.5, 9, 2.5, 1.5, 2.3 blocks, 40% from the three-pointer, 55 from the field, and 100 from the free throw. Historical changes, expansion teams added. Okay, cool. We could kind of skip draft lottery. I don't think the Blazers have a pick, right? If they did, that'd kind of be revolutionary, but yeah, they just have the 29th pick, which is good. Shaq's locked in for 2 more years, so this year and next year. So maybe we see a change of scenery with Shaq coming up soon. Shaq's 4th year. He is part of the Portland Trail Blazers. He has 2 more years once again. Chances are this team's probably gonna repeat, because the team's pretty much still intact. I am noticing a decline in overall with Terry Porter. Tim Hardaway's 29. He might start declining in the next few years. Clyde Drexler might decline this season or next season. And Kevin Duckworth is 83 overall. So honestly, if he stays with this team in the next like 3 years, they could still be good. They'd have to make some moves, because these players are going to start getting old and declining real fast. I'm still curious though. We'll simulate 2 games and kind of see where the three-pointer attempts are with Shaq. He attempted 2 here, okay, and then 3. So it seems like it's still around the same. We'll go December 3rd and kind of get an idea of where the season's going to go with three-pointers attempted at least. Okay, so 17 games in, we're 17-0, which is really good. Shaq attempted 2, and he's shooting 99 from the free throw, 52.8 or 53 basically from the three-pointer, and he's attempted 36. He's attempted 36. Then you know what, that's not really a good indication. So I don't know what I'm yapping about. We'll just go to the trade deadline. Wow, 41-1. This team might just go 80-2. Literally at this pace, they're gonna go 80-2. They're 41-1. And Shaq, three-pointers made and attempted. He's attempted 81. I think last year he was at like 100 something. So he's shooting like over 50% here, but he's not attempting as many as last season, which honestly we could be I could be overreacting, but he's shooting like 50, 99, which is just ridiculous. And this team quite possibly could go 81-1, which I think is going to be the best record we've ever had on the channel, or 80-2. I don't think we've ever had a team win 80 games. I've never rebuilt a team that has won 80 games. I've been close. Okay, never mind. They're not doing it. They're just going on a losing streak here. It's not nice. At the end of the season, Chris Webber, 1996 MVP with the Lakers. Karl Malone, rookie year with the Kings. Nick Anderson, 6th man with the Sonics. David Robinson, DPOY again with the Celtics. Malik Siali, MIP with the Raptors. Rick Adelman, coach of the year, 77-5 with this is us right here, and Derek Wall. Now, if we do not get Shaq on any All-NBA teams, okay, he makes All-NBA 3rd. Realistically, he should have made All-NBA 1st probably. He shot 48 from the three-pointer, damn near 50 from the three-pointer if we round up, 56 from the field, and 98.5 from the free throw, and he has attempted 164. So he hasn't attempted as many, but the efficiency is way better. Damn near attempted 30 less and made only 6 less, which is really good. And then all defensive 1st and all defensive 2nd, nothing for Shaquille O'Neal. The Blazers 1st seed going versus the Phoenix Suns in the 1st round. Simulate the round, and they're gonna win, sweeping. So Supersonics in the next round, sweep Lakers in the conference finals. Not a sweep, gentlemen, sweep, winning in 5 versus the Chicago Bulls. This will actually do game by game. Game 1's an L, game 2's a dub, game 3's a dub, game 4's a dub, and game 5 is a dub. Calbert, bro, this guy's stalking us or something. How is your finals MVP averaging 11 and 7.8? What? Shaq literally averaged 18, 7.6. I don't understand how this works sometimes, but I don't know. I don't get it. Historical changes, rule changes here. NBA team jerseys during the All-Star game. That was a fire ass era, but just team brandings for these guys. NBA draft, Kobe goes 1st to the Grizzlies, AI to the Bucks, Steve Nash to the Timberwolves. I feel like in all these simulation videos we do, I feel like Steve Nash somehow always finds his way to the Timberwolves. Wow. Okay, all these players over here. I kind of want to take a look at the Blazers if they had a pick. They did. They get Darvin Ham. Okay, cool. Let's get out of here. So this could be debatably, that's bars, Shaq's last year in Portland. He has 1 more year left to his deal. I know this doesn't really matter, but he's extremely loyal. Portland is where I want to be. If you're amiable to it, let's work on a contract extension. So we'll check before contract, or we'll check before the end of the season. We'll go to April 19th, and we'll see if the Blazers extended him. If not, then oh my god, they're actually not playing good. Hold on, whoa. Why are they 9 and 5? This is like still decent, but the team's still good. Everyone's getting older and lower overall, but the team's still good. So for them to be 9 and 5 is a little shocking. Steve Nash, even though he's a rookie, he's just a dog. And then Shaq 1 for 2 from the 3-pointer. Is he attempting a good amount? He's shooting 44%, which is good. He's attempting 2.2. Like look at his attempts on average. It's just 2. His best was 2.6. That's not even that high, especially for arguably the best shooter that could be. We don't like to see that. We don't like it. All right, moment of truth. Contract extension deadline. No, send 1 day past it. Did they extend Shaq? They did to 4 more years. 4 years. So he's making a cumulative, let's do some math here. So 8.5 plus 9, 32, almost $33 million from next season until the year 2000, when he was making $200+ million in his rookie year. I don't get 2K, but anyways, they're 49 and 9, so they definitely been progressing. You know, they were better than their 9 and 5 stars, so that's good. Chris Webber with another MVP with the Lakers back-to-back. AI Rookie of the Year with the Bucks. Jim Jackson 6th Man of the Year with the Rockets. David Robinson DPOY 3-peating Jim Jackson MIP with the Rockets. Otis Newman Coach of the Year 73 and 9, and Derek Wall Executive of the Year 69 and 13. Shaq makes All-NBA first. Okay, his numbers must be pretty insane for him to make All-NBA first. Okay, not really insane, but I mean, these are really good numbers, not gonna lie. 23.5, 9.4 rebounds, 2.3 blocks. His efficiency is the lowest since his 2nd year, which could only mean he's attempting a good amount, right? 182. His 2nd most attempted. He's just making 77. Okay, not bad. And then all defensive first, no Shaquille O'Neal. They are the 1st seed going versus the Clippers. I do want to jump into a game to kind of see how Shaq plays, but we'll leave that to a game 7. If there's not a game 7, then we'll jump in like maybe a few years down the line. Simulate the round versus the Clippers, and they're gonna win, sweeping them. Seattle in the 2nd round, simulate that too. They're gonna almost lose. That was pretty close, but ultimately they advanced in 6. I think the Lakers in the conference finals, and they're gonna lose in 7. Wow, I was so confident in this team that I didn't expect a game 7. I know I literally just said we were gonna jump into a game 7 to see how Shaq plays and like shoots. He didn't even attempt a 3-pointer, so we would have been there forever, which it doesn't even matter. And the finals, who really cares? But the Celtics win. Chris Webber is your so the Celtics win, but Chris Webber is your finals MVP. Nice. Historical changes, team brandings, and that's literally it. No rule changes. Draft lottery curiosity, maybe if they traded for a pick, and the Blazers had the 27th pick, so nothing really spectacular over there. So taking a look at this team, they're declining a lot outside of Shaq and Kemp. Like Clyde Drexler's an 89, Tim Hardaway's going to 89. It's probably gonna get lower and lower as we go past the player progression, and I feel like they desperately need a point guard. So in free agency, there's Gary Payton, who's 28 and fits the timeline like almost to a T. 91 overall, 7 offers. I don't know if the Blazers threw an offer at him. I would hope so. They did not throw an offer. I don't know what teams or players they've thrown an offer at, but it doesn't seem like it's any of these guys right here. I don't know. They threw an offer at Sprewell, which I guess could be good. A nice young wing to pair alongside them could work. So we just gotta hope they sign a guard, because if not, I don't see this team starting to win championships. Player progression, yeah. So they get Chris Mullin. They got Chris Mullin, which is good. They have a nice 5, 4, and 3. Tim Hardaway's still a viable asset. He's 30 years old, but like we've been seeing here, like Kevin Duckworth's an 81, Terry Porter's going down to an 82, Clyde Drexler keeps getting older and older too. He's 35. But I mean, hey, they still have Shaq. You know, you can never count out a Shaq team when he's still in his prime. Never. Trade deadline. The Blazers are 34 and 8. Shaq, how are you playing? Are you shooting the ball how you're supposed to be shooting it? He's shooting 45%, which is the 3rd highest so far, and he's attempting 116. You know, I feel like this is still a step in the right direction. That is 2.9 3-pointers attempted. So at this pace, we're gonna have a career high in 3-pointers attempted in the season. He keeps it up this way, he might be close to 3. So that's honestly good. And maybe 2 years down the line, he's going up 4 or 5. So okay, we're looking good here. We're looking good. And on that note, he is averaging 24 flat, 9.3 rebounds, 2 assists, 1.2 steals, 2.5 blocks, 50, 40, 90 almost every season, right? Yeah, every season, 50, 40, 90, other than this one here. Shot 35.5% from the 3-pointer. But the team's still looking promising. Like, they could probably make a push here to man, yeah, these two teams are also good. The Timberwolves with Steve Nash, Lakers with the back-to-back MVP and finals MVP who lost, Chris Webber. Okay, no, this is still good for them. Still good. Just the unfortunate thing is okay, no, there is no unfortunate thing. I thought Sean Kemp was on a 1 year. It's just no one's on a 1 year. They kind of extended everybody. Okay, so as long as they have this big 3 here, they're looking pretty good. I would assume they could still compete for championships. Chris Webber again with another MVP. He's just taking over the league right now with the Lakers. Tim Duncan, Rookie of the Year. We got Calbert Chiney. Again, I don't know how to pronounce his name. 6th Man of the Year. David Robinson, DPOY. Peja Stojakovic, MIP with the Mavs, and Otis Newman with the Bulls, Coach of the Year 75 and 7, and Derek Wall, Executive of the Year 71 and 11 with the Blazers. Shaq makes All-NBA second. At the end of the season, he averaged averaged 24.2 points, almost 10 rebounds, almost a double-double, just 0.1 shy, 2 assists, 1.3 steals, 2.3 blocks, 58.5 from the field, 44 from the three-pointer, 97 from the free throw, and he attempted, let's see how many. He attempted 2.6, which he tied. He tied his whatchamacallit, his career high for three-pointers attempted. He literally shot and made the exact same amount. He attempted 207. Wait, no. Okay, so he attempted a little more than this year. It's just the percentage wise and the average kind of was the same numbers, but 207. We reached the 200s and almost 100 three-pointers made in a regular season, which is pretty good. And I kind of just want to see for reference. Let's just check AI. I know AI wasn't like the best three-point shooter out there, but he attempted 202. 202, made 67. So we're definitely looking good here. Kobe Bryant, this should be a good indication here. He's attempted 209 and made 97. 209 and 97. Yeah, 209, 97. Hey, Shaq shooting down near as many as Kobe. And then all defensive, no Shaq, man. I kind of want to see him in an all defensive team, but it's whatever. Blazers going versus the Rockets in the first round. Who do the Rockets have? Rockets got Nick Van Axel, Allen Houston, Terry Mills, Latrell Sprewell. This team's all right. I have faith in Shaq and company that they could push through. Game 1, dub. Game 2, dub. Game 3, dub. Yeah, advance to the second round going versus Steve Nash and the Timberwolves. Now, this could be a little tricky here. Game 1, dub. Game 2, dub. Game 3, L. Game 4. Okay, up 3-1. And the advance in 5, gentlemen. Sweep going versus the Lakers. This is who they lost to in 7 last time. Game 1's going to be an L. Game 2 is going to be a dub. Home court advantage. They remain home court advantage. Up 3-1 going back to LA. And they ended in 5 going versus the Boston Celtics. Game 1's a dub. Game 2 is going to be a dub. Game 3 is going to be a dub. And can they sweep? They just sweep. Shaq Finals MVP, 23, 9.3, 3.3 assists, 1.3 steals, almost 3 blocks, 58 from the field, 100% from the free throw, and 85% from the three-pointer. 85% from the three-pointer. Okay, he attempted 7 and made 6, which is still really good. Historical changes, implement admit, okay, we don't care about any salary caps, and then just team brandings. Draft lottery, again, I doubt we have a pick. Yeah, it's the last pick, but we traded it, so it doesn't really matter. And the most important part of every offseason is player progression, because this team is getting older and older, day by day, year by year, second by second. Yeah, a lot of red. We have the guy's name who I don't know how to pronounce, which is not good, and he might win 6-man for us because we have Chris Mullin starting, so I gotta learn how to say this guy's name. But Clyde Drexler's an 83, Maxwell's an 81, Terry Porter's an 80, Duckworth left in the 80s, he's a 79 now. The team's still good. They still have Tim Hardaway, who's an 88. They have Isaiah Ryder, so their starting 5 here is all 87 plus, which is good. Just their bench depth is gonna start not looking too shabby. But I mean, when you take a look at other teams, like their starting lineup isn't that good. I was gonna say this one looks pretty good, but it's just the all players. Yeah, like starting lineups here aren't looking the greatest. Chicago Bulls, yeah, even their bench isn't the greatest either, so they can still compete. As long as their starting lineup's good, they can still compete 100%. 39 and 3 at the trade deadline. Very good record. Very good record. Shaq, 40%. So my prediction is, because he's shooting it at a worse percent, means he's taking more, right? He's shooting, or not shooting, he's scoring 25 points per game, 10 rebounds, 2.2 steals or assists, and 1 steal. I would assume he's attempting a good amount. 131. Yeah, we're gonna have a new career or season high. No, career high again. We're gonna have a new career high. I could see him making like the 220s, 230s. Yeah, that could be looking good here. He's already attempted almost as many as he did in his first season ever. So that's definitely a step in the right direction. Again, hopefully later down the line he's picking like maybe 300, 400 threes a game, because actually I do want to take a look at how many, like what's the most 3-pointers he's taking in the whole game. He's taking 7, and his career high is 8. Career high 8, and he's attempted 7. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there for real. I think the record with what Klay Thompson was 11 3-pointers made. So this is definitely like we're stepping in the right direction, which is the whole point of this video, which is good. God damn. So despite him getting traded or leaving LA, he's still winning MVPs this time with the Boston Celtics. He saw the Celtics lose to Shaq, obviously, and he wanted to kind of just prove a point. Vince Carter, Rookie of the Year with the Toronto Raptors, still ends up there despite this being a whole different timeline. Yeah, wins 6-man of the year. David Robinson, DPOY, Michael Smith, MIP with the Magic, and Rick Adelman, Coach of the Year, 78 and 4, 2 wins away from having 80 in the season. And Derek Wall, Executive of the Year with the Blazers. Shaq, no NBA first, no NBA second, All NBA third. That's kind of not a good sign. He's attempted and made 8 3-pointers, which is good. But I don't know, if you're 78 and 4, you deserve to be All NBA first. Just pointing that out there. No All Defensive first and no All Defensive second again. But I mean, his accolades are still very good. 3-time NBA champ, almost back to back to back. 2-time Finals MVP, 7-time All-Star, and 5-time All NBA team. So that's really good. The Blazers first round versus the Golden State Warriors. Honestly, we're gonna simulate this round and the advance. Oh, actually, actually, before we go, take a look at his stats and his attempted three-pointers, because he's not shooting it as high or as efficiently as he was, probably because he's attempting way more. Oh, this is the playoffs. Never mind. So scratch what I just said. But he's averaging 25.5, almost double-double, 0.2 shy with the rebounds, 2 assists, almost 1 steal, 2 blocks, 55, almost 59 from the field, 43 from the three-pointer, and 98 from the free throw. And he's attempted and made 241, and he's made 104, which is really good. Anyways, versus the Sonics in the second round, simulate that round, and we are versus the Los Angeles Lakers. Well, we will take this game by game. Game 1's an L, game 2's a dub, game 3's a dub, up 2-1, up 3-1. Can we advance in 5? We advance in 5. We're going versus the Boston Celtics and Chris Webber. Game 1's a dub, game 2 is a dub, game 3 L, game 4 up 3-1. It's pretty much a done deal, right? We win in 5. Shaq is your finals MVP, 30, 10, 2.5, almost 2 steals, 2.5 blocks. Amazing numbers. Historical changes, nothing really that impacts the league or Shaq. So then we'll just jump straight to player progression and hope that we don't see too much red. Yeah, okay, a lot of red, a lot of red. This team's getting worse and worse, and older. But I mean, Shaq's still in his prime. His physicality is going down, but his IQ is going up. So his wisdom, he's getting wisdom. Sean Kemp, 29, he might start regressing in the next like 2 years. Chris Mullin's 26, he's still young. Isaiah Ryder, 87. So Shaq has 2 more years supposedly. Yeah, 2 more years. Does he plan on staying? What's his extremely loyal. I'm ready to sign a contract extension. Let's get a deal done. So it seems like if this keeps up and they keep winning championships, that Shaq is probably going to be a Portland Trailblazer just for the rest of his career. Damn, Shaq's already going to his 8th season. 8th season, he's already won championships for more than half of his career. Good on you, Shaq. Honestly, good on you. Shaq Curry is he's just going crazy right now. Trade deadline 39-6. Kind of want to take a look at transaction reports to see if they made any moves. They re-signed a bunch of players. They re-signed Sean Kemp, good. Terry Porter to a 1-year deal. I don't know why they re-signed Kevin Duckworth with a 2-year, $3 million, but they did. Jaren Jackson gets re-signed too. Okay, cool. But I guess maybe Duckworth for his I don't know, locker room positivity, locker room vibes. He's gonna be 37 years old, still under contract. Okay, good for them. Shaq, on the other hand, is shooting 42.5%, which is a good sign. Very good sign, because he is 132 three-pointers attempted. Yep, he could be close to 240 again. He could be making like 250, which honestly, so after his 3rd season, he's been taking more and more three-pointers. If this stays on pace, he's on pace to make like 250 something. Also averaging 26, 9.5 rebounds, 2 steals, 2.1 blocks. Yep, very good numbers for Chef Curry, or how do we say this? Shaq Curry. Oh my god, Chris Webber again. He just keeps stacking MVPs. 5 MVPs. He's fifth-peated. And I would assume he's also 1 NBA champ in, right? Yeah, he won it with the Lakers, I'm pretty sure, and he was the finals MVP in 1997. 6-time All-Star is insane too. Damn, man. Manu Rookie of the Year with the New Jersey Nets. Okay. Calbert Cheney, 6th-man of the year with the Blazers. Alonzo Mourning, DPOY with the Rockets. Bobby Jackson, MIP with the Mavs. Rick Adelman, Coach of the Year, 72 and 10. And same thing with Derek Wall, Executive of the Year. Shaq, All-NBA 2nd. He shot, or we'll take a look at his stats first. 27, so his career high in PPG. Almost 10 points or 10 rebounds again. 1.7 assists, 1.3 steals, 2.2 blocks. 42% from the three-pointer. Good. I know this sounds bad, but good. Because he's attempted 257. My God. If by the time he retires, he's attempted 300, I'm okay with that. I am 100% satisfied with that. Yep, that's good. This is a good video. I like this. They're versus the Spurs in the first round. Simulate it. It should be a sweep. Done in 3. Seattle in the next round. Again, I feel like they're always seeing each other. Oh my God, they almost lost. They almost lost that. But it doesn't matter. We're in the conference finals versus the Timberwolves. They could be pretty scary. Game 1's a dub. Game 2. Oh, what are we doing? Game 2. L. Game 3. L. Game 4. 2-2. Yes, very important. Game 5's a dub, and the advance in 6. Going versus the Hornets. Hornets first seed. Who do the Hornets have? Charlotte Hornets. You guys got Karl Malone, Stephon Marbury, Larry Johnson, Big Z. Damn. Yeah, this team's pretty good, but you guys can't stop Chef Curry. Game 1's a dub. Game 2's a dub. It should be a sweep. Game 3, no. Dub for the Hornets. Up 3-1. We win in 5. Shaq, finals MVP, 26. Almost 11 rebounds, 1 assist, 1.8 steals, 2 blocks, and 20% from the three-pointer. Let's just ignore that. Historical changes. Timeout system introduced, or use a timeout system introduced in the year 2000, and that's it. And moment of truth, player progression. Hopefully, Sean Kemp hasn't regressed, because I think he's going to be 30 or 31 this season now. Player progression. Sean Kemp, still still 30, still 93. And Shaq, I'm scared Shaq's gonna start regressing pretty fast. Because how old was he when he retired? Like 35, 36? I really don't remember. But part of me is fearing he's gonna start regressing a little too earlier than what he should. So one thing I do want to check, he did not get extended. Shaq did not get extended. I feel like if they don't extend him and they actually wait until he becomes a free agent, he might actually leave. I'm interested in immediately negotiating a contract extension. Let's get a deal done. So if they don't extend him here and he goes into the free agency market, there's honestly, I would say a high chance of Shaq just changing teams. Very high chance. And I kind of want to see the numbers Shaq would put up if the team was just pure garbage, just like the worst team we've ever seen. And right now they're kind of not playing up to par as what they had been the last 2 seasons. I guess the player progressions and just older players are not hooping like they should be or would have. Trade deadline 33-9 transaction reports. Trailblazers did not extend. I mean, they still have until the contract extension deadline, but they re-signed Terry Porter. They re-signed Terry Porter, but not Shaq. Shaq's still on 1 year. Oh man, yeah, we gotta go to the contract extension. And honestly, I'm kind of down for a change for Shaq. I'm kind of looking forward to it. If they don't extend him, he changes teams, I'm for it. Oh my god, a 152-94 game here. Shaq surely scored a bunch. 26, no, only 2 3-pointers. Okay. Is he taking a good amount? He's attempted 89. No, he's actually not. He's not attempt. Oh no, 215. What? He's attempted 215? Oh nah. Yeah. And he's averaging 28 points. Yep. We're gonna have breakout year soon. He's gonna have 300 3-pointers attempted in no time. Literally in no time. Okay, contract extension deadline is today. Boom. Sim passed it. He doesn't get it. Shaq doesn't get a contract extension deadline. This is Shaq with a yappa too, an absolute strap on him. Oh my god, Chris Webber again. Kenyon Martin, rookie of the year with the Raptors. Cheney, 6-man with the Blazers. Alonzo Mourning, DPOY with the Rockets. Jalen Hanson, MIP with the Kings. Brad Nelson, whoa. Steve Nash, presumably, and the Timberwolves, 74-8. And Jerson Timmerman, executive of the year. Shaq NBA first. Now we're talking. How many 3-pointers did you attempt on the season? He averaged 20, let's say 28, 9, 2, 1.2 steals, 2.2 blocks, 42, almost 43 from the 3-pointer, 296. And he's made 126. This is what we like to see. This is what we lived for. We lived for a Shaq that could shoot. And then all defensive, nothing, man. Sean Kemp makes it, but no Shaq. Blazers second, going behind the Timberwolves, and they are versus the Jazz. Honestly, simulate the round. It should be a sweep. Yeah, done in 3. Oh my god, the Sonics again. I swear we played the Sonics in the second round probably every playoffs. And at second time in a row, I think we're down 3-1 and we just come back. Anyways, going versus the Timberwolves in the conference finals, down 1-0, down 2-0, 2-1, 2-2 series. Can we take home court? We take home court going back to Portland, and we ended in 6, going versus the Chicago Bulls in the finals. Game 1 is a dub. Game 2 is an L. Game 3 is an L. Game 4, we're down 3-1. Bringing it back. Can we force a game? We force a game. This is the game we jump into. This is surely a game we jump into, and we kind of just see Shaq just dominate, right? Pretty close, honestly, pretty close at the half. Going into the fourth, 94-89. It's a 5-point difference. We're taking the lead. 1-point game. Yeah, we're jumping in. It's 110-109. 3 minutes to go. We're gonna jump in. Hopefully, we see a Shaq just pull up from deep and just. Okay, the Bulls have possession of the ball, which is not good. Jason Kidd's on the team. Who's on the? Yeah, let's check. Who's on this Bulls team before we do anything? Jason Kidd, Vince Carter, Scottie Pippen, Michael Jordan, who's at 88. Whoa, and Karl Malone. Okay, he's a little old, but still. Scottie Pippen, 90 overall. Vince Carter, 93, and Jason Kidd, 94. This team is really dangerous. Carter with the ball, pass it to Armstrong. Armstrong sizing up. Pippen to Merson, center, the wing. Kind of a mismatch over here to Jason Kidd in the corner. Back to Merson. Oh yeah, what is that? Just pull up, misses it. Pippen with the rebound and just dunks it right back in. Is Shaq in the game? I don't think Shaq's in the game. Did he foul? If he fouled out, we're simming out of this because this is ridiculous. He's attempted 4 and only made 1, which is good. Where are his fouls? Oh no, he has 3 fouls. Yeah, why is he in the game? Why is Shaq? Okay, they call the timeout. Maybe Shaq gets put into the game now. Okay, I think that's Shaq. Yeah, that's for sure Shaq on the top left. Come on, pass the ball to Shaq. Please pass the ball to Shaq. He sets an off-ball screen. Pick and pop. He just fades away on the top of the key. What is this? Get the rebound. Nice. Sean Kemp with the rebound just gets absolutely blocked. Gets his own miss. Back to Strickland. Can we pass the ball to Shaq, please? Off a pick and roll or pick and pop or something. What is happening? What are we doing? Shaq is just sending big bodies for everyone. He's just not getting the ball. Okay, at least we made it. Okay, on second note, this is kind of taking a little long. We're gonna simcast 1 minute in. Or just the whole damn freaking thing. Oh my god. That was a fail. That was a big fail. The Bulls win. Jason Kidd is your finals MVP. Shaq did not shoot the ball the greatest. 1 for 4. He didn't even attempt the 3-pointer. So it didn't even matter if we stayed and watched the whole thing, which is ultimately what we wanted to see. We got some big stuff coming up though, because he might not resign with them, which is good. I'd be happy with that. Introduce the defensive key violation, nice, and some front court violations. Okay, free agency. Yeah, Shaq is here, Chris Webber's here, so maybe they could team up. Does he have any offers? He has a good amount of offers, and number one is the Heat. Did the Blazers even offer something? The Blazers didn't throw an offer. What? Did they throw an offer to Chris Webber? No. Allen Iverson? No. Chris Mullen? Not. Okay, they threw into Chris Mullen, but not Shaq. Not the Shaq. The player who has carried them to multiple championships. And he might go to the Miami Heat or the Hornets or the War. Honestly, all these things are just his interest rates at 100%. So who knows? We'll simply pass the free agency and kind of just see where he goes. Honestly, I hope he doesn't resign. Doesn't go to Philly or no Milwaukee. No Washington. Oh my god, he goes to Miami. Miami with Alonzo Mourning. Whoa. Wow. Miami with Alonzo Mourning, Glenn Rice, Marcus Camby, Antoine Jameson, Mike Bibby, Steve Smith. Yep, it's a Miami era. He said, I took over the West for a bit. Now it's time to take over the East. So you know what, Portland? It's time to say your goodbyes because we're taking over the Miami, or not taking over. We're going to be watching, spectating the Miami Heat. All right, so let's take a full in-depth look at this team. Mike Bibby, 91 overall. Allen Houston, 93. Glenn Rice at the small forwards and 87. Alonzo Mourning, 95 at the 4, and Shaq 99 at the center, wearing number 6 too. That's pretty funny. Off the bench, Marcus Camby, Steve Smith, Antoine Jameson, Bimbo Coles. I don't know who Bimbo is, but I kind of like that name. I like Bimbo. Bimbo's a very it's like such a Bimbo name. Okay, so apparently he is a real player because he's been in the league longer than Shaq, right? Yeah, he's been in the league longer than Shaq, so this is a real player. Bimbo Coles, never heard of this guy. Bimbo Coles, I like that. Anyways, Shaq, I don't think, did we take a look? Yeah, he attempted over 300 three-pointers, so maybe with actual point guards he's able to get to like the 350s, because that'd be pretty cool. Where are the Blazers? I want to see. Okay, the Blazers, they played the November 14th, so I want to see past that if you're just gonna go off. I know in 2K like none of that really matters, but in real life it does. Just, I don't know, it's kind of like a, oh my god, a 145-point game here versus the Warriors. We need to check that. Every high scoring game has the possibility of Shaq going crazy. He attempted 7. Yes, we like to see that. Okay, versus the Blazers, 126 to 122. His former team, he attempted 2, made 2, 7 for 12, 20 and 10, double, 5 blocks. Yep, we like to see those. Trade deadline, 39 and 5. Yep. Shaq is just, I mean, the team's like, oh my god, this team is really good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 90 plus overalls. Shaq has, okay, all right, he's attempted 9 three-pointers in the season, and he has a career high of 10. Great, amazing. Which means he is he has made 136. I don't think he's gonna break, yeah, no, he's definitely not gonna break 300 this season. I don't see it, man. I kind of like, he's not scoring as much as he was too. I kind of wish he stayed with Portland now. 44 from the 3-point. I mean, his numbers are still really good. He's literally a dominant stretch 5, stretch 4. Just, he's not shooting as many as I would want it to. Maybe it's selfish on my end because I want to see just 300, 400 attempted in the season. But I mean, for winning championships at this pace, you cannot complain. End of the season, Jason Kidd. There was no more Chris Webber, takes the MVP. Gilbert Arenas, rookie of the year with the Atlanta Hawks. Hedo Turkoglu, 6th man of the year with the Hawks. Tim Duncan, DPOY with the Denver Nuggets. Paul Pierce, MIP with the Charlotte Hornets. Kevin Laurie, coach of the year, 75 and 7 with the Miami Heat. And Hugh McGee, also with the Miami Heat. Shaq, All-NBA first again. He finished the season averaging 21.5 points, 8.5 rebounds, 2.5 assists, 1.1 steals, 1.8 blocks, 45.5 from the 3-pointer, 50-40-90 once again. And he shot 236, which is his lowest in the last 3 years. But I mean, we still take those, and he's made 105. Ray Allen, how many has Ray Allen attempted? He shot 45%, and he's attempted 263. Oh no, made 263. Oh my god, he's made 263. He's attempted almost 600. Yeah, this is kind of what I wish Shaq was doing. I kind of wish Shaq was just shooting 500 of them, because why not? We gave you everything you need to succeed, even tendencies and everything, all of it. Miami Heat first seed versus the Washington Wizards, simulate the round, and they are gonna win in 3 versus the Boston Celtics in the next round. Game 1, dub. Game 2, dub. Game 3, dub, up 3-0. Nope, they don't sweep. I was gonna say, do they sweep? They advance in 5. Going versus the Chicago Bulls in the second round. Game 1 is gonna be a dub. Honestly, if they beat the Chicago Bulls, I see a clear path. Whichever team I feel like wins this East is gonna win the playoffs or the finals. Anyways, up 3-0, and they advance in 5 going versus the Minnesota Timberwolves. Game 1 is going to be an L. Game 2 is going to be a dub. Game 3 is going to be a dub. Game 4 is going to be an L. Down 3-2, and we lose in 6. Sharif Abdul-Rahim finals MVP with the Timberwolves. God damn. Historical changes, new tech here, rule changes. Player will wear 1 of 2 All-Star jerseys during the All-Star game. Okay, cool. Implement buzzer beater reviews. That's good. This was a kind of good year for the NBA. Implement buzzer beater reviews, and the first round of the playoffs is the best of 7 series. Yeah, good year for the NBA, and obviously LeBron's gonna get drafted in the next season. Player progression: Alonzo Mourning, 32 years old. He's going down. He's regressing a little bit, but this team's still very competitive. They still have a lot of 90 overalls. Glenn Rice goes down a little bit, and Bimbo goes down a little bit. Oh wow, I feel like every new layout that comes out, like with the new era, it just feels lighter on the eyes. I feel like it's not as intense, and it's kind of just like feels nice on the eyes. Like obviously the layout here has changed compared to just the last season. I think like a few seasons before that, like 8. I think this is also Shaq's 10th year in the NBA, is it not? His 11th. Oh my god, it's his 11th year. Does that mean he's going into his 12th? Damn, he's really gonna be going to his 12th year. It doesn't feel like we've done 12 seasons. It really doesn't. I think he's won 5 NBA championships, which is just a hell of a winning career. Trade deadline 35-4. Please, Shaq, tell me you are attempting a lot. 35% from the 3-pointer. So either age is catching up to him, or he's attempting a buttload of them. 119. So not really. It's like a mix of both. He's attempting a good amount, but he's also, I feel like age is catching up to him because he's averaging 21.5, 7.2 rebounds, 2.5 assists, 2 blocks. Yeah, the efficiency is definitely regressing a little bit. Hopefully he brings it back up and he turns up in the second half of the season, because we just started shooting more 3-pointers. I don't want it to start going down already after 2-3 years. That'd be so bad. At the end of the season, Jason Kidd is your MVP with the Chicago Bulls. Yao Ming rookie of the year with the Clippers. Cal Bertini left the Blazers, goes to the Timberwolves, the reigning champs. Carmelo DPOI with the Celtics. Jason Richardson MIP with the Nets, and Kevin Lowry coach of the year 73-9 with the Heat. Same thing with Hugh McGee. Shaq, Noambi first, Noambi second, and no Ombi third. The numbers for sure went down. For sure. Oh my gosh, Sean Kemp is also on the Timberwolves. Tracy McGrady with the Timberwolves. I think I know why the Heat lost to them, man, because this team is so good. And they're the 2nd seed? No. We need to take a look at the Lakers and the Timberwolves now. Timberwolves, Tracy McGrady, Steve Nash, Sean Kemp, Xavier McDaniel, Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf. Yeah, team's good. And then the Lakers, who are better than them according to record: AI, Patrick Ewing, Joe Dumars, Jalen Rose, Sharif Abdul-Rahim. Wow. Harry Porter's here too. Damn, okay. Anyways, this is about Shaq, so we'll take a look at his numbers. 21 points, 7.5 rebounds, 2.5 assists. He's been diving the ball more and more since he joined the Miami Heat. 2 blocks, 1 steal, 40% from the 3-pointer, and he's attempted 233. We're on a sign of regression over here, because he's making less and he's attempting less. Like, he's not getting as efficient as he was before. Anyways, in the first round versus the New Jersey Nets, he advanced in 4. Orlando Magic in the second round, simulate the round, or simulate the game. Oops, simulate the round. And they're going to advance in 5 going versus the Chicago Bulls in the conference finals. Game 1's a dub, game 2's a dub, game 3's a dub, and game 4's a dub. They are in the finals going versus the Lakers. The Timberwolves lost in the second round to the Denver Nuggets. Anyways, game 1's going to be a dub, game 2's going to be a dub, game 3 is going to be a dub, and game 4 is going to be an L. Game 5, they win in 5. Mike Bibby's your finals MVP. I kind of want to remind ourselves of how many championships Shaq has won. 6-time NBA champ, so he's won championships for over half his career. Historical changes, team brandings for a lot of these teams, and that is all. And then honestly, straight to player progression, because I doubt we traded for a pick. I doubt we have a good pick. And okay, so the team's still very good, just obviously age is catching up. Shaq has not shown any signs of regressing. Instead, he has improved somehow. His rebounding went up. And Mike Bibby is still young. Alonzo Mourning, Allen Houston, and Steve Smith, all very old. Shaq is locked in for, I believe, 2 more years. Yeah, there's no player or team option, so we could possibly see a switch of team for 1 more time. Although he says he's happy here and he would like to extend his contract immediately, so if he gets a contract extension, I would believe it's safe to say that he's going to spend the rest of his career in Miami, which I think would be pretty cool because he's been in Miami in real life. Starting lineup for the Miami Heat: Mike Bibby, Allen Houston, Glenn Rice, Antoine Jamison, Shaq, and off the bench, Alonzo Mourning, Marcus Camby, Steve Smith. Yeah, this is a nasty lineup here. I'm not gonna lie, even their bench is looking disgusting as heck. At the trade deadline, they are 38-5 transaction reports. I don't think many moves have been made. As for signings, they didn't extend Shaq, okay, and no transaction transactions. They did one trade. They traded the first round pick for Popeye Jones. Okay, I don't think Popeye Jones is all that. Yeah, no, he's just he's a 76 overall. All right, cool. As for stats, Shaquille O'Neal or Shaq Curry. As for stats, Shaq Curry, 19.5 points, about 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, almost 2 blocks, 37.5 from the three-pointer, and he's attempting 123. So he could have another 200 attempted season for three-pointers for sure. But I don't think we're gonna get a chance to see 300. Let's be real here. I don't think it's gonna happen because he's only getting older and he's only taking less. So I mean, the team's still playing good. Actually, there is one thing I do want to check. I feel like we haven't checked in a while. I want to check three-pointers attempted by each team. So three-pointers attempted is 30.8. And where did the Heat stand at? They stand in the middle of the pack. Okay, so just out of curiosity, the Grizzlies are attempting the most three-pointers. We'll take a look at Kenny Anderson. How many is he attempting? He's attempted 37. Okay, yeah, so he's just not a shooter. Larry Hughes is attempting 240. Wally Zerbiak, he is attempting 248. Look at this. He's attempted 509 last season. 509. I don't get why he's attempting more than Shaq, but I don't know. I think just because Shaq is all around so talented, he could literally score at every position. 3-level scorer, literally a 3-level scoring center. So I guess maybe that's why. If we had made him only a 2-shooter, maybe you can make an argument he might take more, but we take what we're given. He's still the most dominant player we've ever seen in our lives. End of the season, Chicago Bulls, Jason Kidd's very own 2004 MVP, LeBron James Rookie of the Year with the Washington Wizards, Cal Bertini 6th Man of the Year with the Timberwolves. We got Jason Kidd DPOY also, Homer Bender MIP with the Kings, Larry Brown Coach of the Year 75-7, and Gary Samuels Executive of the Year 72-10. Shaquille O'Neal, no one be first, no one be second, no one be third, and no all defensive teams. But the Heat are the first seed out east, going versus the Pacers in the first round. They finished with a 69-13 record, so I would say it's what the third best record in the entire league, or yeah, tied for third because the Chicago Bulls are also 69-13. Went versus the Pacers in the first round. Penny Hardaway, Desmond Mason, Kerry Kittles, J.R. Reed, Manute Bol. Yeah, easy dub. Honestly, easy dub for the Shaq-led Miami Heat. Shaq, on that note, averaged 0.2 shy from 20 points, 7.7 rebounds, 2.7 assists, 1 steal, a block and a half, 42 from the three-pointer, and has made 240. So the most in his last 3 years, and he's made a 101. So that's really good. Going to simulate the first round, and the Miami Heat are going to advance in 4, going versus the Boston Celtics in the second round. Advance that, and we advanced in 7 versus the Chicago Bulls in the conference finals. Game 1 is going to be a W, Game 2 is going to be a dub, Game 3 is going to be a dub, and Game 4 is going to be an L. I thought we were going to sweep them. No, up 3-2. They forced a Game 7. Do not choke a 3-0 lead, please, Miami. Please, Shaq, don't choke a 3-0 lead. Seems like it's gonna be a blowout here. Yeah, oh, this is a crazy blowout. It's done. Okay, by like, I don't know, 30 something points. Shaq 18, 10, 5 with 0 3-pointers. Okay, versus the Spurs in the finals. Game 1 is an L, Game 2 is an L, Game 3 dub. Come on, bring it back 2-2. No, down 3-1, and the Spurs just dominate. Tracy McGrady is our finals MVP, winning versus the Heat in 5. Historical changes: expansion team added Charlotte Bobcats, and just team branding's cool. Bada bing, bada boom. And then player progression. I guess we'll kind of see both free agency and player progression if we get anyone. Oh, this hurts. This hurts. Okay. So we lost quite a lot of people. Morning, we lost. We lost Allen Houston, I think, was on the team. I can't really remember. We lost Mike Bibby. So this team is kind of becoming garbage. Like, this team is gonna be struggling. We have no point guard. Our best point guard is Jacques Vaughn, an 81 overall. Yep, this team's gonna be in the mud. Shaq has 1 more year, so hopefully he leaves and spends his last few years to try and contend and win 1 or 2 more championships. Or maybe we just see Shaq just, hey, I'm old, I want to play for 1 more good contract, it's time to we're just gonna shoot the ball and just dominate for how many games I can, and just try and score 30 and just 10 3-pointers a game. You know, we might see that. So I'm kind of curious to see these 2 games, L and a dub. Shaq scored 31 points. Okay, we might be seeing this more often. 31 points, attempted 3 3-pointers, and then this game here, Shaq 32 and 10, 8 3-pointers. Yes. Okay, this might be a blessing in disguise. I do want to take a look at their starting lineup. Yeah, it's not good. 78 Bimbo Coles. We have Harold Keeling 81, 83, 83, and then Shaq 99, and then Marcus Camby 90. Not good. Trade deadline: Miami Heat 25 and 19, so maybe still in the playoffs. They are 6 seeds. So yeah, they're probably still going to be in the playoffs. And Shaq is is averaging 28.8 points. This could be an MIP season. I'm not even kidding you. Going up 10 points, 9.3 rebounds, 2 assists, 2.3 blocks, 54 from the field, 42 from the three-pointer, 98 from the free throw. He has attempted 189. Okay, we could actually get a 300 attempted three-pointers in one season. It could happen. It honestly could happen. And then out of curiosity, award races, MVP, nothing. Obviously, where's the MIP? MIP, no. Shaq, are we serious right now? TJ Ford? He's not even having an MIP season. He's scoring less points, less rebounds, less assists, less steals, less blocks. Fuck, what is this? What is this? Shaq is averaging 10 more points. 10 more points, more rebounds, more everything, and he's not in the MIP conversations. Who are we kidding? All right, contract extension. Sim passed the day. Does Shaq get an extension? He does not. Okay, I'm gonna be honest here. This is probably where Shaq just signs his last contract, his last potential contract, and then whatever team ends up on, he might just retire in. Chicago Bulls just get another generational just talent. And Jason Kidd, MVP. I think this is his third back-to-back, fourth back-to-back. My God. Okay, and then Dwight Howard, rookie of the year with the Knicks. Dirk, 6th man of the year, 6th man with the Lakers. Jason Kidd, DPOY. TJ Ford, MIP. Quickly just do this. Oh my God, Shaq is your MIP for the season. Look at this. Look at the numbers. Look at the difference. Jumped up down near 10 points, 2 rebounds, half a block, and he's shooting a little bit better, just not from the three-pointer. And he's attempted, moment of truth, 349 three-pointers attempted. Maybe this is what Shaq needed all along. He needed just to be the guy. He didn't need to be on a stacked team. Because even his field goals, he's attempted 500 more field goals. This is the most field goals since ever. And three-pointers, he's damn near taking 50 more than his old career high. My God. And then coach of the year, Mike Dunleavy with the Los Angeles Lakers, 75-7. Gabriel Thomas, executive of the year, 71-11. Shaq, Ownbay first. Okay, that's what we love to see. And then all defensive. He has yet still to make an all defensive team, which I'm a little shocked about. We are versus the Bucks in the first round. Honestly, don't care who we're facing. Oh no, we're not the Chicago Bulls. Where are we? Okay, we're going versus LeBron and the Wizards. So let's gotta take that a little more serious. Game 4, bring it back 2-2. Can we win game 5? We do win game 5. Can we advance in the second round? We advance in the second round, going versus the Chicago Bulls this time. Game 1, a dub. Game 2, L. Game 3. Come on. Bring it back 2-2, please. 2-2. Game 5, really important. We lose it. We're probably gonna lose in 6 here. We lose in 6. No problem. Shaq, you did what you could, brother. Then we got Bulls Lakers in the finals. Similar to the round, we have the Lakers winning in what? Lakers winning in 6. Jason Kidd is your finals MVP. Bravo. Historical changes, mock draft here, and all this and all that. All right, cool. So this is where Shaq could change his team. I don't think he's gonna resign with the Miami Heat. I could be wrong. He has 9 offers, and from these 9 offers, are the Heat one of them? The Miami Heat are not one of them. Great. He might go to Denver. He might go to Golden State. He might go to Brooklyn. Honestly, all these teams he has a possibility to go to because it's all 100%. Okay, simulate a few days. Boom, day 2, and Shaq is no longer. LeBron James is also a UFA. LeBron James is a UFA. Okay, you know what? We just gotta sim through the entire free agency here. Okay, he doesn't resign with the Miami Heat, so we have potential here to see LeBron James and Shaq team up on the team. He goes to the Denver Nuggets with Patrick Ewing, Lamar Odom. No LeBron James though. Why the hell is Bronny James Jr. in the league? What? Bronny James Jr. is just casually teammates with Carmelo Anthony, and LeBron joins the Raptors. Great. Okay, cool. Damn. Wait, this team is so stacked. Wait. Okay, so we cannot have Vince Carter or AI coming off the bench. That's not gonna work. We'll have Vince Carter be the small forward, and then Keith Van Horn be the power forward like that. Oh my God, wait. Like, this team is just... Whoa. This team is amazing. This is literally an all-star team right here. Wow. Okay, Shaq is just, yeah, he's trying to win more championships. He's not messing around here in his last few years in the league. Like, he has arguably maybe like 2-3 more seasons of just peak dominance, and then he's gonna start declining like a lot. He's gonna be like an 84, 85. That's my prediction, at least. Damn, Tim Duncan is a part of the Chicago Bulls, MVP with them. Chris Paul, rookie of the year with the Pistons. Patrick Ewing, 6th man of the year with the Denver Nuggets. Dwight Howard, DPOY with the Knicks. Mike Dunleavy, MIP with the Wizards. Elias Samuel, coach of the year with the Lakers, 71-11, and Frankie Cage, executive of the year, 71-11 with the Nuggets. Only first nada, second nada, third nada, defensive first and second also nada, and the Denver Nuggets are the 2nd seed going versus the Blazers in the first round. Shaq average 19.1 points, 7 rebounds, 2.5 assists, 1.7 blocks, 49% from the 3. So I guess he's not taking it at a high clip, but he's making them pretty damn well. 229, and he made 113, which, yeah, honestly, this having your big man shoot 50% from the 3-pointer is ridiculous. 50, 50, 99 almost is insane. insane. Versus the Blazers in the first round, and it's going to be a sweep. San Antonio Spurs in the second round. Game 1 is going to be a W. Game 2 is going to be a W. Game 3 is going to be a W. And Game 4 is going to be an L. Game 5, advance in the conference finals, going versus the Minnesota Timberwolves. Game 1 is going to be a W. Game 2 is going to be a W. Game 3 is going to be a W. And Game 4, yep. And then the finals versus the Boston Celtics. Game 1's a dub. Game 2's a dub. Game 3's a dub. And ladies and gentlemen, Shaq wins another one. AI wins a championship. Congratulations. Historical changes. Nothing. Okay, cool. Great. Straight to player progression, because we might have some declining over here, especially with Shaquille O'Neal. Yep, there we go. His first decline is at 34. His 14th year pro, I think going into his 15th, right? Yeah, he's going to be going in his 15th year, and he's finally declining. He's going to a 98. A whopping 98. So, he's still very good. I think maybe after this contract, like 3 more years, it might just be done. It might just be donezo. End season results: 2007 MVP, Tracy McGrady with the Timberwolves, Andre Bargnani, Rookie of the Year with the Pistons, Manu Ginobili, 6th Man of the Year with the Timberwolves, LeBron James, DPOY with the Toronto Raptors, Josh Smith, MIP with the Bobcats, and Glenn, Coach of the Year, 73-9 with the Nuggets, and Frankie Cage, Executive of the Year, 73-9. No one be first, no one be second, no one be third, no defensive first, no defensive second. The Denver Nuggets are the first seed going versus the Supersonics. Shaq average, he's 35 years old by the way, 17 points, 6 rebounds, 2.3 assists, 1 steal, a block and a half, 44% from the three-pointer will round up and be nice. He's attempted 234, so more than last season, but obviously it's not going to top off the 349 here. I don't think we're going to see higher attempted three-pointers in a career. Similarly, third round versus the Sonics, and they are going to advance in 5 versus the Timberwolves. This we got to take game by game. Game 1 is going to be a W. Game 2 is going to be a W. Game 3 is going to be a W. And Game 4 is going to be an L. Game 5, the advance in 5 going versus the Lakers in the conference finals. Game 1 is going to be a L. Game 2 is going to be an L. Game 3 is going to be a dub. Bring it back 2-2, please. Nope. Down 3-1. Can they win? Nope. They do not. Going in the finals, Lakers, Celtics. Game 1, or who cares? We're not seeing any of this. And then the Celtics win. Hito Turkoglu, finals MVP. Player retirements. Nope. He does not retire. Okay, good. We have at least 1 or 2 more years with Shaquille Curry. I'm kind of scared he's going to regress a lot in this player progression. Like, I'm thinking like in the 93s, 94s. Yeah, 94. Damn, he's regressing a lot. So realistically, we might have just 2 more years within this one and the next one, and then that could just be it for the whole video. Before we do simulate to the end of the season, because honestly there's not much left to prove for Shaq, we'll take a look at his accolades. I might not show all of them, but he is a 7-time NBA champ, 7-time NBA champ, 4-time finals MVP, and a 15-time all-star. This is the GOAT. This is by far the GOAT of the whole NBA, hands down. At the end of debatably Shaq's second to last season in the NBA, Tracy McGrady is your MVP with the Wolves, Kevin Durant Rookie of the Year with the Phoenix Suns, Manu 6th Man of the Year with the Timberwolves, LeBron DPOY again, Tyrese Thomas MIP with the Knicks, and Glenn Boner Coach of the Year with the Denver Nuggets, 74-8, and then Frankie Cage, same thing. And no NBA first or defensive teams. Denver Nuggets first seed versus the Supersonics again. I swear Shaq has played the Supersonics in his playoffs maybe 10 times. Maybe 10 times. On that note, yeah, Shaq 14 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. Still very good numbers, 38% from the three-pointer. I don't think he attempted that many. 182, yeah. It's time, man. He's gonna kick it back one day and he's just gonna be relaxing. In the first round, we're gonna simulate it and we advance in 5, going versus the Timberwolves in the second round. Game 1's a W, Game 2's an L, Game 3's an L, Game 4, and Game 5. Bring it back. Game 7. Oh, there is a Game 7. Okay, there's actually hope for this. There's actually hope for Shaq to win another one. Pretty close game, going back and forth, and it looks like the Denver Nuggets are gonna take through. Yeah, up 10, 11 minutes to go. No lead is safe, but it seems like this is a done deal. Yep, it's like a borderline blowout at the end there. And then Shaq 14, 5 and 2, 1 3-pointer, 1 for 1. That's all he needed. And the conference finals with the Spurs. Game 1 is gonna be W, Game 2 is gonna be a W, Game 3 is gonna be a W, and Game 4 is gonna be a W. And the finals going versus the Boston Celtics. Game 1 dub, Game 2 dub, Game 3 L, Game 4 L, Game 5 up 3-2. Can they get into 6? No. Game 7 in the final. Shaq to win his 7. Can he do it with Vince Carter and AI? Doesn't seem like it. Oh. It's getting pretty close. It looks like the Denver Nuggets are gonna pull through though. They're going back and forth. Yeah, no, it's done. Shaq wins his 7th finals MVP. Goes to Vince Carter. Player retirement. Shaq does not retire, so most likely this is going to be his last season, right? Like I would assume it's safe to say this is his last. He's gonna be what, 36, 37, and he's probably gonna be like what, I don't want to click on it, 87 overall. Where's Shaq? He's in 92 overall, so still the starting center because Patrick Ewing just keeps getting lower and lower. Twin Big Z alongside Shaq. So this is probably his last. Oh wow, I'm ready to sign a contract extension. Let's get a deal done. Shaq, man, he wants to try and get 10 championships in his career. No Chill Gill MVP with the Golden State Warriors. Derrick Rose, Rookie of the Year with the Detroit Pistons. Sean Marion, Sixth Man of the Year with the Chicago Bulls. LeBron James, DPOY, three-peated with the Raptors. Marcin Gortat, MIP with the Cavs. Logan Schmidt, Coach of the Year 73 now with the Celtics. And same thing, Executive of the Year Matthew Thomas. All-NBA first, second, and third, nothing. And all defensive first and second, nothing. Denver Nuggets first seed. They were 70-12. And then Shaquille O'Neal averaged. Wait, does it say he wants to retire? I'm concerned about my future right now as I just recently signed a new. Oh my god, they extended his contract. No way. They extended him 2 more years. He's averaging 12.9, 4.5, 2 assists, 40% from the three-pointer. Again, he's attempting 186. Attempted more than last season and made more. So he shot at a better clip. I guess he kind of just wants to collect 10 rings, you know, 1 for each finger. They advanced in the second round going versus the Lakers. Simulate that too. And the conference finals versus the Spurs. They get swept. Celtics Spurs in the finals. Simulate this round too. And we're going to have the Celtics winning in 5. Just to Richard Search Finals MVP. Player retirements. Shaq does not do it. Patrick Ewing calls it a career. Patrick Ewing calls it a career, but not Shaq. Player progression. Shaq's an 88. My god. To be honest, kind of try and get it on, but if he wants to keep playing, he keep playing. It's ultimately up to him. He's making the money for it, so not much we could do about it. At the end of the 2010 NBA season, LeBron James MVP with the Warriors, Steph Curry with the Jazz Rookie of the Year, Dwayne Wade Sixth Man of the Year with the Lakers, LeBron DPOY, Salim Stoudemire MIP with the Wolves, Logan Schmidt Coach of the Year 73 and 9, and Matthew Thomas with the Celtics Executive of the Year, also same record. Naturally, I would assume, yeah, nothing. All right, cool. Denver Nuggets third seed going versus the Blazers, and Shaq goes up to an 89. He progressed with like the morale boost or something. 13, 6, 2 assists, 1.5 blocks, 41% from the three-pointer, and he's attempted 222. Okay, hold on a minute. 222. We like to see this. He still wants to play. I'd like to remain with the Nuggets next season. Let's work out a new contract this coming summer. You're going to be closing into your 20th and 19th season soon, and he's still looking to play. He has 8 championships. He's trying to get the 10th one, man. First round simulated. They advanced sweep going versus the Spurs in the second round. Game 1's a dub. Game 2's an L. Game 3's an L. Game 4, 2-2. Can they win Game 5? They win Game 5. Are they going to advance to the conference finals? No, we have a Game 7. Kind of down to assimilate it, and the Denver Nuggets advance going versus the Lakers in the conference finals. Game 1's going to be an L. Game 2's going to be an L. Game 3's going to be an L. And Game 4, dub. Are they going to do reverse 3-0? No, they lose in 5. Lakers Heat. He win in 6. Yao Ming finals MVP. Player retirements. Shaq does not call it quits. Going into his 19th year. My god. I'm predicting he's going to be like a damn near 84 by now. He might just lose a starting position in Big Z. He might regress way more than Big Z. And he is, where is Shaq? An 85 overall. Big Z's an 84. Wow, 85 years old and he's still trying to hoop right now. I think he desperately wants to get 10 championships. Vince Carter's 33, man. Come on. LeBron James MVP with the Golden State Warriors 2011 season. Boogie Cousins Rookie of the Year with the Utah Jazz. Dwayne Wade Sixth Man again with the Lakers. LeBron DPOY is on like his 5th time. Kyle Lowry MIP with the Boston Celtics. Mike Dunleavy Coach of the Year 71-11 with the Chicago Bulls, and Gary Samuels Executive of the Year 68-14 with the Lakers. Yeah, nothing. Nuggets 4th seed going versus LeBron James in the MVP and the DPOY. Shaq 86 overall. I appreciate the chance that Denver has given me, but it's time to call quits and walk away from the game of basketball. This is it, Shaq. This is it. Okay, we'll make a deal. If he wins the championship, we're gonna override the player retirement so he could try winning his 10th. But yeah, if he doesn't win, we'll call it quits. 10.5 points, 1.3 assists, 4.1 rebounds, half a steal, 1 block, 33% from the three-pointer, and he's attempted 186. So needless to say, honestly, this was a good video. He didn't attempt that many. They lose in 6, but when he was solo dolo and the only player on the team, he was going crazy. Bulls OKC and the finals. Similar to round, we have the OKC Thunder winning Kobe Bryant finals MVP. Player retirement, Shaq, congratulations, enjoy your retirement. Hall of Fame inductees, we got Shaq and Karl Malone. Jersey retirement, Shaq with the Portland Trail Blazers, and that is it. That is all. No Miami Heat, no Denver Nuggets. There is one thing I do want to check before we end the video, and that's obviously like all the points and whatever he scored and three-pointers and whatnot, just the records, you know. Okay, so MVPs. I don't think Shaq has won a single MVP. Yep, he didn't win a single MVP. Rookie of the Year, he won it, I'm pretty sure, in his rookie year, obviously. Yeah, won it with the Timberwolves. Sixth Man of the Year, nothing. DPOY, nope, obviously not. MIP, nothing. Oh no, he did win an MIP because we overrid it. Okay, so I don't know if I'm dumb or the game is dumb, but I cannot check the old-time leading scores of the entire league. I don't know. I don't know if I'm dumb or the game's dumb. But yeah, that kind of sucks. We can't see how many points Shaq scored in his entire career. Unless I do something like this real quick. Can we check like this? No, we can't even check from Shaq's. Just, we can't even like, damn, okay, that's that's really dumb. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed, leave a like, comment, subscribe, share it to your great grandmothers. I'll see you guys in the next one. Deuces Mahooses.